I'm Ellie Smith. I'm Business Development Manager at Nottingham. So I transitioned from being a 360-degree recruitment consultant, which I've been doing for about 15 years, I think, to being Business Development Manager a couple of years ago when I came back from maternity leave, sort of during the pandemic really. I was a bit nervous about moving from being a 360 billing head to being in a support function role during the pandemic, but the transition for me has been brilliant. I absolutely love my role, and I feel like I've fallen into the role that's perfect for me and supports my life where I am at the moment. It was a newly created position, and I was a bit nervous. So when I was coming back from maternity leave, I went to talk to my managing director, Dominic, and said, I don't want to come back into a full 360 role because I wanted a role that could be quite flexible around my life and having a family. And because we were in the middle of the pandemic, I was nervous that there might not be an opportunity for me. But Dom was great and supported me and said, we'll create something that plays to your strengths and fits around kind of what you enjoy doing and what you want to do. And they created this role, the Business Development Manager position for me. And I've been so supported in the position, but to the right amount, because I'm experienced. I didn't want to be micromanaged, and I've got all my own ideas about how I want the role to look. But at the same time, I have had mentoring sessions with other managing directors within the business about how they approach their business development, and particularly around C-suite professionals in the market, because I was keen to build my C-suite network, and also some hints and tips about how they go about it. I've had some external training as well. All of the senior management team had a couple of days residential in lovely Gloucestershire, where we had an external trainer in. There were some light bulb moments I had, but also it was a really good refresher about sales and business development. And I have regular one-to-ones with my managing director, Dominic, on a weekly basis, and we do something formal, I say formal, over lunch or a coffee on a monthly basis, and something a bit more formal on a quarterly basis. So for me, yeah, the role is just perfect, and I found the transition really easy because I was still talking to all of my contacts and going out and meeting all of my clients, which is what I love doing anyway. So it took kind of all the parts that I loved about being a 360 recruiter and pulled it all into one without some of the extra stress and added pressure that you get from having to deliver your jobs and all the job process around it. So for me it's perfect. The flexible working policy that SF has had a really positive impact on me. Being a working mum and working part-time, I wouldn't be able to do my job without having a flexible working policy. I can fit around and tailor what I need to do around nursery drop-offs and pickups and clubs, and some days I can start earlier and finish earlier. It just really fits around what I need to do, so that I can still be a full-time mum as well as having a career. I wouldn't be able to be so successful in the job that I do without having flexible working. So post-pandemic, my life at SF has changed so much, it's unrecognisable. If I think about how I used to work pre-pandemic, I was in the office 5 days a week, didn't really work from home, didn't have flexible working, and coming back post-pandemic, it's just really modernised the way that we work here. I come into the office 1 day a week. I do only work 3.5 days, but having that flexibility, I can come in more if I want to, but having that flexibility to work from home really, again, helps with being a working mum, that I can do the drop-offs and pick-ups, and I think I'm probably more productive because of that, because I know that I'm motivated to work during the hours that I can work, and I get more done. And life is just really, really positive post-pandemic at SF. It's the business has just transformed so much, and it kind of was the trigger that I think our business needed. It's funny, I've been talking to other recruitment consultants from other businesses recently, and during the pandemic they had the flexibility in the hybrid working, but it seems like they've all gone back to the strict kind of old school recruitment style, and they're all back in the office and they've got strict rigid hours again, whereas we've just embraced it, and it's just part of our everyday life now.